start out here with a jet sweep. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now it's Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. Still on his feet. And down to the 7-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
In motion, Slayton. To throw his dart. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Giants are back within a score. Gano the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. 14. Giants 7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Here's Nix. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Open man, and again it's Sutton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a hole here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They'll go back out there with the same mindset, with the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. 2nd down and 4. From the gun, Dart. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Let's go now.
On play action, here's Dart. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
2nd and 6. Throwing, Dart. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside. They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Dart. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing his Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Once again, he finds Slayton. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside and break it inside. Really well-run route.
Throwing again is Dart. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Okay, ready?
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
19-18.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now he brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Ready. 180. Wait, hunt. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Chill.
Throwing Nix. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
A loss of 11. It's second and 21 at the 27-yard line.
A final shot before break. Nix. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Tracy going to get it on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Okay, ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second down and 6 now. On the give, it's Tracy.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Right back to Tracy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Johnson's got it complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Third down, here's Tracy. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here's Dart. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The play is a turnover on down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
You have it. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Dart. That ball caught by Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On the run is Tracy. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Dart to throw on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
Now Dart. That is caught at the 7. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, it's Johnson. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Here's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pulling in communication.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Brian Burns coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
1 yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Dart. Open man downfield is Johnson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
New York.
Here we go.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he'll get this down only to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll go again with Tracy. And brought down now before they get it inside the
10 to the 7.
With the 7-yard line. First and goal for New York.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now first and goal.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. 60 by 6. Jackson, under 10.
Here's Tracy. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal.
Scatterbury trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Ready? 70 Lions. 18 Cardinal.
Now it's Tracy. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Gano's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. That always just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They're going. It's Nix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are close to finishing off this football game.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready?
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Giants, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Denver, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.